All right, everyone. So I'm back with another tutorial on my project dashboard. Now, again, this project dashboard OneNote, it just ties all the pieces of the project together. And you can share it with your team or not, but I like to keep mine a little bit to myself because it's my one place where I go where I can work out some of the details before I bring it to the larger audience. So again, this project dashboard has all the links that I need right there and available. It has all my contact information for my team members. It breaks down milestones for me. It's a copy and a paste away so I can ramp up a new project very quickly, like getting it organized and structured. And again, it gives me some beginning and end so I can track momentum for the project. So this dashboard, again, it's easy to use. It's a tutorial, and if you stick with me, you're going to be able to see a little bit how I put it together. Well, you'll see how I put it together and a little bit of how I use it. And this really, again, it's like a fingertips away. If I'm on the road, it gives me links. I use the OneDrive system. So it's always like a link away, and I can share files when I'm on the plane or in the car or just out, or just I always am able to just get a file to somebody if they need it. So again, this is just a really simple project dashboard that has all the elements of the project in one place that I can reference for myself, and I can even share it with my team if needed. And OneNote's a great collaboration tool. So let me know in the comments, what are some of the elements that I might be missing, right? How would you use this project dashboard in your kind of everyday life? So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye. So I'm going to walk you through how I create my project dashboard. And for this one, I'm just gonna, bear with me here. So I'm gonna create a new page under the templates tab, and I'm gonna call it T for templates and project dashboard. Okay. All right. And then I always make sure I'm at 100% for view, because all my templates I just build at 100% purely just so I can see it all on one screen, right? So if we look here, it's just all on one screen, so I'm not scrolling back and forth. All right. So I like to create all my templates within one table so they're just easier to copy and paste. And again, it may or may not be the best way of doing it, but this is how I do it, and it's effective for me, so I'm just kind of running with it here. Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to insert table, and it's just one cell, and I'm going to make this cell as big as kind of the window here, because I like to see my pages and I like to see my notebooks and my sections up here. All right, so here's one, and then remember, everything is columns and rows, tables, column, rows. So the first one, if I'm looking at it, so this is what I'm creating here. Let me go back. All right, so I'm going to insert, let me go copy and paste it. So see how I'm copying and pasted? This is every time I have a new project, I just do this, the template here. Okay. So I'm just going to put it down here so we can reference it. All right. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to create this first row within that one cell that I already inserted. So we can see that it's one row in 3 sections. So I'm going to insert a table with 3 by 1 table. And I'm just going to kind of make it so it aligns with the, the view. Okay, so I'm going to create it there. Then I'm going to put project title, status, and phase. All right, so now I'm going to get out of that. So you didn't see that. So I hit enter, and then see how it created another row? Well, I don't really want that row. So if you hit enter again, it'll go away. Okay, so now the next one I'm doing is this section here. So outcome and scope. And the reason why this is important, it's just like a one-stop shop basically for all of my details about my project. All right, so outcome and scope. So this is really just one row and 2 columns. So now I'm going to go insert one row and 2 columns, and I'm just going to split it down the middle. And I just like to do these bullet points. So I'll do outcome. And you can do numbers or bullet points, but I just do numbers. And I always just do 3 dots. I don't know why, because it just keeps placeholders in mine. So I just do the same thing. And it just makes it a template, because if there's no text after the bullet won't exist. So that's why I do that. And I'm just going to do the same thing, copy, and I'm going to put it over here, paste, and I'm going to put it in, say, scope. Or you could do like in scope, out of scope, that kind of thing. And bold. I guess we can make them pretty after. All right, and then down here, it's really just 2 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So these are the different phases that I go in. So next I'm going to do 2 rows and 5 columns. So again, I'm going to click down in the space, or you can hit enter to create the space. So let's see. And so I just had a blank space, so I'm just going to cut this out. So cut, and then put it up here, and then there's now a cell. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. I feel like it's a bug in OneNote, but whatever. That's just how I get around it. You just play with it and kind of get into it. But I do know that is weird. Okay, so, sorry, I'm doing the next one. This is 2 rows, basically. It's 1 column and 2 rows. So project files and project folder. So I'm going to go insert a 1 by 2, and I'm going to make this all like the whole length, and I'm just going to call it project files. And then here I'm going to create bullet points. I'm just going to put link 1, link 2, link 3. Okay. So anyway, and I just will go in and put copy page to link, or this copy link to paragraph, or I'll go to my OneDrive and copy the link from the folder, and I'll put it there. All right, so then the next one here, I'm going to go and do this one here. So remember, it's 2 rows, 1, 2, and then it's actually 5 columns. So I'm going to go insert table, 2 rows, 5 columns. So here we go. So now I'm just going to stretch them out. And this you're going to just play with, frankly. But I like them to be just all kind of symmetrical, I guess. Yep. Okay, so I like them just to be aligned. Okay, so now these are the phases that I'll do. Sometimes I do parking lot, and so I'll do parking lot, initiation, planning, execution, and then monitoring. You can name these whatever you want. If you just search like project phases, you can get them right off of there, the definitions of them. Okay. All right. So project, parking lot, initiation, planning, execution, monitoring. So I like to have a description for each of these, just so I can communicate. So when I'm kicking off the project, like, hey, this is how we're going to manage it, blah, blah, blah. With the project team. So I like to put the little definition underneath it. So this is how I would put project lot definition, project idea that has not been fully scoped or vetted. Like maybe somebody called me about it or something, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just going to create this so when they call me back, maybe 6 months from now, I'll remember what the heck they're talking about. So something might come into play. Like something might come out of it. And then initiation is the first stage of an active project, turns an abstract idea into a meaningful goal. So I copy that, and I'm just going to put that there. Oops. I just don't want to sit here and you guys type it out. And then planning is the second stage of an active project. We are actually laying out the roadmap and the work breakdown structure, basically. So I would do that. I put it here. And then execution is the third stage of an active project. We are actively working on the task to execute the project until completion. So you're just kind of working the project plan, working the plan. All right. The monitoring is the fourth stage. It's an active project that you established a monitoring period at the beginning to ensure that change is adopted and it's meeting the desired results. So I'll copy that and put it here just because you guys don't need to sit in there and watch me. So I like to put some key milestones in each to define like a metric for each one. So you have like a beginning and end of each of the different stages, or else I kind of feel like it just will run on forever. So I'll put like key milestones, and I'll put some deliverables, and I'll just 1, and I'm gonna just kind of do the same thing here. And you establish these like at the beginning of the project. That's how I deal with it, basically. I'm just gonna copy these over. And now, just because I'm a little bit OCD, I'm gonna make these all line up down at the bottom just so it looks neat. Boop, boop, boop. All right, and now, okay, so that's it. And then actually I did see that I had one section that I did not have in the original project template, so I'm going to create it just with you. So I'm going to put down, oops, again, see, it was just doing it, so I'm gonna do that. All right, so one of the, you can always move it down. All right, so I noticed that I cut off the section where it actually has all my team members in it. So what I'm gonna do is create a table for that. So the way that that would be the team member's name, the role, and their email address. So it's 3 elements, and then I don't know how many team members, but I'm just gonna do the team member's name, their role, and then their email address. So I'll just kind of spread these out a little bit. Sometimes people have long email addresses, so I'll just do that. All right, so here I'm gonna go team member, role, and then email address. Okay, and then I would put like Sarah Wheeler, right? And then, you know, director of lean, right? All right, so I'd put their role in, or project manager, right, or whatever it is. So I'd put their role here. All right, so I'm gonna make these bold, and now I'm just gonna like polish it up. So it's all fits in the 100%, so view 100%, it fits in the section. And now I always like to do like headers, the darker color, and like subheaders, lighter colors. So I'm going to actually make this a darker, so table, and then I pick my darker. I always go with gray just cause. Then I'm gonna make this bold. I should have did this before I put the color in. So you can see that it just stands out. Oops, hold on. Boop. All right, so bold, and then this one here, I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna do anything. And then here, I want this to be centered. That's just because that's how my brain works. So I'm gonna make it bold. So I'm doing Control Alt B or whatever it is. I don't even know, but you can do it up here too. And then I want it to be centered. So I go to this little thing, centered, and then I'm gonna make this a darker one. I don't really know why I'm saying it's darker, but whatever. And then these ones, for some reason, I feel they should be lighter. I'm gonna make them all bold. So I highlighted them. And then I'm going to just highlight them again just for the sake of example. And then I'm just gonna make it the lighter color. I don't know why. And this one I'll make the lighter color as well. All right, so that's the template for the project dashboard. So you're gonna have all your links here. So I might go into my OneDrive. And so I would create a project. So let's just kind of, whoa. I'm about to mark up my, okay. All right, so this is my template. So if I was kicking off a new project, I would have like a projects tab, but so projects. So we'll call this like, we're gonna call it 5 just because I have some folder already created. All right, project 5, and then I'm gonna go to my templates, and as I have this new project, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna move or copy, and I'm gonna put it, select the section 5, the notebook, and then the section, and I'm gonna hit copy. I'm not going to move it because then I would be using my template and then I won't have a master anymore. So copy it. So now it's going to be right here. So this is my project dashboard, and you can just delete this. So I'll say, so now I would call this project 5 dashboard. dashboard. And this is why I like to keep the sections open, because then you can navigate and you can see exactly what pages you're on. And then I would just say project 5, and it's in the initiation phase. Oh my God. Okay, and then it's yeah, on, oh, actually this is the phase. I don't want these to be bold, so I'm just highlighting it, not making it bold, and this is going to be on time, whatever. It's new, so it doesn't have a schedule yet. All right. And then I would just, oopsie, then I would just like put the outcomes, and then I'll go actually to my OneDrive, and I'm going to copy the link. So I'm going to copy link, and then I'll go back, and I'm going to go whoop, and here's the project folder, paste the link here, and get rid of this. Oh, that's not why it does that. All right. And then, you know, the action plan or anything. So let's see if I have an action plan in there in that example. Yeah, so here's a stakeholder review or Stairco. So I'll put that in here. Oopsie. I'm cracking myself up. Okay, put that there. And again, I just put that. I think you can turn that setting off, to be honest. Doop. And then maybe the action log. So if I go back, and then this is the action log. So these are just like quick links. And if I'm sharing this with anyone, then they can also have access to this. Sometimes I like the OneNote just to be for me, because like I might work through some things or issues that I have, and I just like it for me. So I won't make this the formal actual like shareable thing. So it really just depends on your preference, but I just like to have like one place so I can keep notes and stuff. So anyway, so this is how I would create the project dashboard template that I use. And you can, you know, link it to the rolling meetings. Like if you did like one of the meeting templates, so say I would want just informal meeting notes, I would copy, and I'll put it in project 5, and I would just copy it over. So now I'll just scooch it. Oh, I'm going to get rid of this, and then I'm going to make this a sub page, and then you would just have your project, and then you would have your notes here. So this would be project 5 meeting notes, basically. I mean, not that you really need to call it, because it's a subheader there. So anyway, so that's how I would kind of create my new project OneNote section. All right, so let me know what elements that I'm missing that you would like to incorporate this, because these are elements that I've kind of find that were redundant for my own use for OneNote and managing projects. Like these are the quick reference things that I always am looking for, like who's the sponsor, things like that. So I would just put it all in one place. So I just have a dashboard of where I'm looking at. And then sometimes I might even share this in the meeting, or if I'm talking to the stakeholder, like what does good look like or done look like. So let me know what elements you think I'm missing, and if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.